Good afternoon, everyone. So you saw in the intro there that we have a Great Plains Velocity tillage tool that we're going to use today. And so I'm about to head out to the field. Got started last night, but it was pretty dark to be filming anything, and I kind of wanted to get the hang of it. And so we're going to go out and finish the field today, and you guys will kind of get to see how the Velocity works. Taking the field road out there. You can see my double crop beans are dying. We got a ½ inch of rain. You probably saw the last video. I was hoping for a rain that night. We got about a ½ inch, but it really wasn't enough. And it's been hot again these last couple days. So beans are still dying. Everything's kind of sad, but trying to think positive. We're still gonna have crops this year. It's not like it's gonna be a terrible year, but it is not as good as it could have been. So that's the situation. Got some really nice clouds today in the Kansas sky. Gotta look both ways. So most of you probably saw the video a couple videos ago where we baled all those bales on the CRP ground. This is that same field. We are in charge of tilling that CRP ground up for our neighbor. So we talked to Great Plains, which is our local equipment manufacturer, and asked if we could demo a tillage tool because we're not really tillage farmers. We do have a disc, but it's pretty old and it can't really handle a large acreage. This is about 200 acres of CRP grass, and so we are getting to demo this Great Plains Velocity disc. It's kind of a hybrid between a conventional disc and a vertical tillage tool. So it's kind of for the farmers who aren't 100% vertical tillage, but they also want to do some things beyond conventional tillage. So I'll kind of show you guys how it's been working. Not necessarily an easy job to do. This is a challenging piece of tillage, but I would say it's been doing a very good job for us so far. All right, there it is. So this is a 29 foot across. So this is the largest disc I've ever pulled. All right, hope you enjoyed that drone video. Got a little dark and cloudy on me, but it actually looked kind of cool, I thought. You can see today, this is the third day I've been working over here. So it's the next morning, but so I've got about 2/3 of the field done, and you can see behind me the disc is doing a really good job. much better than I had anticipated, actually, with this being CRP ground. Hasn't been tilled in probably 10 years. You can see the soil, especially from above in those drone shots. You can really see the work it's doing. It's also got a really nice smooth finish to it. That's one thing that sometimes discs you have trouble getting as smooth of a finish. And so been really impressed with it so far. All right, so let's talk about this velocity for a second. Great Plains came out with this just recently. So you can see here it's got the angled gangs here with self-sharpening blades. That moves the soil more horizontally than a vertical tillage tool would. Some farmers, they like to be 100% vertical tillage. And then some farmers obviously have always been conventional tillage, but Great Plains kind of designed this tillage tool for farmers who are kind of somewhere in the middle, who want some of those vertical tillage aspects, but don't necessarily want to go 100% vertical tillage. It's got this leveling system here that you can adjust. You got the ridge on the one side and the valley on the other side. You can adjust that to basically leave a more smooth finish, and like I showed you earlier, I'd say it's left a really smooth finish so far for us in this field. So going around to the back now, these soil conditioners, they've got these 16-inch diameter reels with 1-inch rods, and these can go over rocks, but they can still bust the clods and leave behind a really nice seed bed for you. Normally there'd be a lot of clods out here, but I'd say that looks pretty good. This velocity is designed to run at a pretty high speed. Looking forward to finishing the field today, and we may even get to till some corn with it, some corn ground. So looking forward to do that as well, because that wouldn't be quite as tough as conditions as this field has been. But again, I've been very impressed with how it's done on this CRP ground. Some of the toughest conditions up here in the hills, some clay soils. It's worked like a dream. Finished up the field. We're all tilled up. guidance we just put on top here. So that was nice to have and worked really well. Love how scenic this field is. The velocity did a great job, like I've been saying this whole time. And this is pretty hard clay type soil. Just how well it was able to bury the residue and cut the soil up while going at a fast speed. Overall, just really enjoyed getting to operate this piece of tillage equipment. And it was manufactured just a few miles from here in Salina, Kansas. And so it's our hometown manufacturing, and they were gracious enough to let us demo it for a couple days. So shout out to Great Plains. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to click like and subscribe if you could. And yeah, leave me a comment if you have any questions. See you next time.